had a prednisone warrior reach out to me and wonder, what does prednisone do to my cortisol? Specifically, this prednisone warrior said, hello, just wondering what prednisone does to your cortisol and also ACTH levels when on it, even for a few days. Thank you. So prednisone specifically, I can't answer it precisely, but prednisone's sister drug, dexamethasone, I can answer based on a study they did in healthy young men who did not have any reason for taking a steroid like prednisone or dexamethasone. And they studied these people and what prednisone did to not only their immune system, but also to their metabolism system and to their cortisol and ACTH. And they discovered that even one dose of the steroid was enough to throw nearly all of these systems into whack. And so essentially, prednisone is a glucocorticoid that is an analog or a mimicker of our naturally occurring hormone cortisol. Our body naturally makes cortisol in our adrenal glands, which is right above your kidney, and it makes it in response to the ACTH, which is the adrenocorticotropic hormone that's released from your pituitary. And your hypothalamic-pituitary-adrenal axis is this circuit of hormone signals that happens to keep your cortisol level steady in your body. But when you take prednisone, you are throwing a wrench in that system. You are essentially shooting the messenger, and your body no longer makes these hormones on its own. Just one dose is enough to impair your ability to make cortisol. In fact, I've read a study that said everyone who takes prednisone is adrenal insufficient at that moment. Whether they recover from adrenal insufficiency, which means the inability to make adrenal hormones like cortisol permanently, is a totally different story. Most people recover their ability to make cortisol on their own. It just takes time. And everybody takes a different amount of time to recover their HPA axis function. Some people, it's just a few days and they're making enough cortisol on their own. Other people, it's a few weeks, and even others, it takes a year or more to recover their full HPA axis function. And so essentially, the short answer to your question is prednisone suppresses your ability to make cortisol and ACTH. So what can you do? Well, what's really important is that you never go cold turkey after taking prednisone, that you give your body a chance to recover by tapering slowly off. And that's what you're going to want to do instead of just suddenly stopping prednisone from like a high dose to suddenly nothing, unless you're taking it for less than 7 to 10 days, max of 2 weeks. But if you take only 7 to 10 days, then it's okay to suddenly stop taking it. But if you go beyond that, you need to slowly taper off over time to give that system a chance to recover. If you have other questions, please let me know. I'm Dr. Megan, your prednisone pharmacist. Just type your questions below, and I hopefully will be able to make a video answering your question too.